Tantor Audio, a division of Recorded Books, presents The Trouble with Scotland by Patience Griffin, narrated by Kirsten Potter. Quilters of Gandiegow, Rule Number 4. Let the healing art of quilting take root. Chapter 1. A light Scottish summer breeze deposited a leaf on the hood of Ross Armstrong's red truck. He brushed it aside, dropped the rag he'd been using into a bucket, and stepped back, admiring his masterpiece, a newly restored 1956 Ford F1. Ross hadn't done it all by himself, not by a long shot. His brothers, John and Ramsay, had helped, and Doc McGregor had been invaluable, from rebuilding the engine to doing the new paint job. But Ross felt a sense of accomplishment anyway. As if the wind had dropped something heavier than a leaf, perhaps an anchor, a thought hit him, crushing his good mood. Now what am I going to do? For the last 7 months, he'd spent every spare second on the pickup when he wasn't working on the family commercial fishing boat or helping out at NSV, the North Sea Valve Company. He'd filled his time, hoping to keep the women and men of Gandiegow from bugging him, trying to set him up with their daughters and granddaughters. Now that Pippa, his ex-long-intended, was married, the town thought he should be hitched too. Didn't everyone have enough to fuss over with Moira and Father Andrew's upcoming wedding than to try to marry off Ross too? He had his own plans. Robert and Samuel were out of school for the summer, so they could take his place on the fishing boat, while Ross did something else. He just didn't know what. He'd spent a lot of the time working on the truck, thinking about a new career, how he might step out from the life everyone else had chosen for him from birth. His little brother Ramsay had made a change from being a fisherman to running his own business. Ross could do it too. He'd been toying with the idea of hiring out his truck to haul goods, but it didn't seem quite right. "There you are!" Ross groaned as he glanced back at Kit, the town matchmaker, barreling toward him. She might be his sister-in-law, but it didn't give her the right to meddle in his non-existent love life. Sure as shite, she held her damned matchmaking notebook to her chest, and right beside her was Harry Dunn, looking intently at him, too. Ross tossed the bucket into the bed of the pickup, pulled his keys from his pocket, and hopped into the front. "Gotta run!"
Sample complete. Ready to continue?